Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, is Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 71 yards. Now Burrow, man open. That's Jamar Chase, complete.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Steps away. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now it's Lockett. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hall. And his throw is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Hall now. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlets?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Forced out to his left. Going left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Hall to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Hall, flush to his right. He completes this to Walker. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season.
So far, so good for him. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there just before half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
Now Hall off the play fake.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And a solid run down inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action. Hall. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hall.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Breece Hall, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Michael Gallup, a touchdown catch in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Hall, off play action. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. To throw it is Hall. Throwing to start the drive. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Operating from the gun, Hall. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Straight ahead, Walker. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Final minute now in the third quarter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To the air again, Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they will throw it with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because
He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
So Burrow and the Bengals
down 28-21. A little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.